hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Yay! Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day number 4. For those who are new to my channel, I am Mommy Lala. Vlogmas is a daily live stream that I am doing this year, and it's going to be a crafty one. So, all my guests, crafters or non crafters, will be creating alongside me various holiday themed projects. So, I do hope that if you do like what you've heard so far and watch today, that you would like this video and consider subscribing and sharing if you are not part of our awesome community yet. We are delighted to have an amazing crafter and teacher with us today, and who also has an awesome advocacy. Crafting with us today, of course, is Amy Ulen. Amy's impressive career spans an impressive 33 years in the field of education, where she has demonstrated versatility in teaching subjects as diverse as Shakespeare, science fiction, acting, video production, web design, and even video and computer game science. Through this array of subjects, the common thread has always been the promotion of creativity. In the pivotal year of 2020, Amy initiated the Creativity Playground, a venture aimed at aiding adults in enhancing their mental well being through creative pursuits. Today, Amy will guide us through the process of crafting personalized stencils using the Cricut Design Space. So prepare for an instructive session as we delve into the realm of creative expression under the guidance of our dear crafty friend, Amy Ulen. So welcome back again, Amy, to our Creative Enclave and to Mommy Guide Inc.'s Vlogmas Day 4. Hi, Amy!
Hi, Lala. Thank you so much for having me back.
Yes, it's always a pleasure, and I am so honored that you always say yes whenever I invite you. Although, the time difference and you have such a busy, you know, um, schedule, you still manage to squeeze in being a guest on the show. Thank you, thank you.
Well,
All
I
right. So,
love everything that you do. You are an
oh,
inspiration to me, so thank you very
same
much.
here. Thank you, Amy. Okay, Amy, I know that it's been like almost a year since you guested last time, right? So maybe
Mhm.
it's time that maybe update us about what's been happening and what are the plans moving forward for Creativity Playground.
All right. Well, I have kind of, I don't know if you watched me last time, you may know that I um, suffered a depression in 2014 and I kind of had stopped scrapbooking. And so now I am like getting back into scrapbooking using Canva. And so I started putting some Canva tutorials on my YouTube channel, Creativity Playground. And I've done a couple of um, summits for the Creative Spark Summit and the Cricut Craft Summit, and have incorporated some Canva tutorials into those summit classes as well. So yeah, I'm working on getting back into documenting my memories, and
Yay.
then another thing I want to do in the new year is do a talk show talking with just everyday people, doesn't have to be crafters,
Mm-hmm.
but about how they engage in creative play and
Oh,
how they
awesome.
work on their overall well being through creative play, whatever that might mean for them.
All right, that's awesome. So, because people might think, oh, creativity playground. So it must mean it's only for crafters, right? Or it's only for people
Right.
who think, they already know that they're creative. But I do believe that anybody or everybody has a creative, bone, so to speak, in their body. It's just that maybe they don't know how. And I think that's how Amy and that the why behind Creativity Playground is. And I am excited for that coming episodes, or whether it be video. Is it going to be like a video thing, Amy, or is it going to be live stream when you do this in 2024?
For starting out, especially in light of the technical difficulties we had starting today, I think I will do video for
All right.
starters. And
Okay.
eventually, once I get this dialed in, then do live.
All right, so there you go. Guys, I'm not even, again, sorry for the little bit of a delay, but you guys are, so used to this already, especially those who have been always here, that, as a live streamer or for live streamers, tech difficulty does happen, right? So for Amy, making videos is easier. For me, making video is gonna be that's gonna take me forever because I don't know how to edit. So we do have our, like comfort place to start creation. That whatever it is, then just go for it. So don't forget, so that if you are not yet following Amy and you are excited about the coming 2024 for her plans to expand Creativity Playground to not just the crafting community or the creative community, but to basically everybody, okay, that you can actually reach out into that creative side of you for achieving, mindfulness or having a healthy mindset. These are Amy's socials. She's on Instagram as the Creative Playground, on Facebook as well. She even has a group. Okay, I'm actually part of that. Okay, so it's a free group that you can join. It's just type facebook.com/groups creativity playground, and of course on YouTube. Okay, she has videos already uploaded over there. All right, so again, the best way is to make sure that you head on to those socials, and that you either follow her and subscribe, and if you are on YouTube, hit that notification bell, because for sure 2024 is going to be an awesome year. And people in the chat, do you use stencils for card making? Yes, today is going to be more of card making, right? And stencils. What are stencils? Okay, don't worry. I will ask Amy about that. Again, In the chat, kindly put, do you use stencils for card making, or is stencil something like, what is that? All right. So kindly put that in the chat, and then we will read it in a little bit. Okay, so Amy, first and foremost, what is a stencil? Maybe for those who don't know.
So a stencil is a just a cutout of an image that you can ink over and transfer that ink to your card or card base in the shape of that stencil.
Mm.
And so it's I'm trying to look behind me and see if I even have any,
Uh-huh.
like, I guess I just have the example that
Yeah, this one, guys. This one. This is basically what Amy is um, saying. These are sample stencils, right? So you just, Amy said, okay, you're gonna use it for put it on your card base. Okay, but then what is it for? Really? What? Okay, so what will we use this for, Amy? In terms of the card
well,
making, the application of it.
right. I think that in general, like for instance, the Altenew stencils that you have
Mm-hmm.
are incredible because Altenew has these beautiful floral stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stamp that, there's a lot of space that you have to color. Well, not everybody is really excited about, you know, coloring like
Yeah,
that much space
raising my
with like
hand, Rear.
markers. Right? And so by using a stencil and you can just ink blend on top of it, it gives you that look of coloring with markers or watercolor very quickly with your inks and at far less work, far less time commitment. So it really gives you the opportunity to have beautiful cards, but it doesn't take you as much time.
Yes, that's awesome, right? So time
Yeah.
easier. So if you are somebody who's like afraid of, who like me, I am not good at coloring. Okay, so having a stencil is a good thing. How about price point, Amy?
Stencils too. If you purchase a stencil, it's far less expensive than purchasing a stamp set. Now, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times the stencils go with stamp sets,
Mm-hmm.
so that's something you want to consider as well. But they're really versatile because even if you get a stencil with a stamp set, you can use the stamp set alone, the stencil alone, or you can use them together. So it really spreads your supplies and what you can do with them.
All right. So that's an amazing thing, right? To note that it's actually less expensive. But Amy, I know that you are going to share with us an even easier or less expensive way to have
Yeah.
amazing stencils, right? So if the budget is really tight, or maybe not just that, maybe there is something in mind that you want, but just somehow the manufacturers or the stencils that are commercially available, it's not there, right? So Amy, how can we like create a stencil from scratch?
Well, this is what I'm really excited about. So this week, the Cricut Card Summit is taking place starting on the 5th in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And so my class is all about designing your own stencils in Cricut Design Space. And the very cool thing about this is you do not need the Cricut Access pass for this. You can
Oh.
create amazing stencils using basic shapes. So I would love
Oh,
to show,
okay.
may I show you my example?
Of
Or
course,
do you want to?
absolutely. Okay,
Okay.
guys,
Do
hold
you
on.
want to
Let's
talk to the
just
chat first?
yes, let's just make sure that they remember what you just said. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay, Amy is going to have a class. It's free. All right. So the registration link, guys, is in the description of this video. All you need to do is click on that link to register so that you will be there and you won't miss how you can actually create your own. But Amy is going to show you some of the things that she has been able to do using those DIY stencils. Okay, Amy, let's show them.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me move this up. Alrighty.
Okay.
So this is the card
Uh-huh.
that I'm making um, in the workshop. And the great thing about this is it's all stenciled except for the thank you. And if you're able to watch this on Tuesday in the US, you'll be able to download um, all the files here so that you can choose to
So you
make it
they don't
yourself.
even need to like get or buy the Cricut Design Space like access. Okay.
Correct.
Just the
Correct.
basic free
So
ones. Awesome.
yep. Let me show you kind of what my inspiration was.
Okay.
So, a couple years ago, yeah, in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
I took the Concord and Ninth summer camp. So, I did their summer camp, and this
Uh-huh.
might be a little hard to see. Sorry, it's so
No, it's
dark.
okay. We actually see it. We're okay.
Okay. So, these are two stencils, and it actually makes a watermelon. And so
Oh.
I was right? I was inspired by this. I actually, during summer camp, I turned this into a Christmas tree. And I was like, well, I can make that myself because it was very difficult. I had
Uh-huh.
to, block out this
Ridge in the
area.
middle. Yes.
Yeah, and so it was kind of a pain. So I was like,
Mhm.
well, I can make it myself in Design Space. So that's where I got the inspiration for the design itself. But what I did in Design Space is I created four layering stencils.
Oh, not just one stencil, but
No,
layering ones.
yes. So this is the first layer.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, I need to get, I think I need a
Okay.
different
Angle, angle.
color.
All right, there you go. Angle.
Right.
Yeah, maybe a colored background.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. Okay. That's better.
All
Okay.
right.
So this is going to make the red background. Okay.
Oh, I got
And
it. Yes.
right. And then the next step is the tree.
Ah.
Okay. So I'll do that in green.
Uh-huh.
And then the next step is the
The
trunk.
base. Okay.
Yep. And then the next step is the
The
star.
star.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
awesome.
you'll notice now it's probably like I didn't necessarily need to use four pieces, especially when like two of them have very little cut out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I did this is because I wanted it for when people have their A2 base. I
Okay.
just want it to line up directly because a lot of times with stencils, like you were saying earlier,
Yeah,
you just don't know like how to line them up. And so for
exactly.
me, this stencil is exactly the size of the front of the card. But if you want to cut it down, like I actually cut this down um, with a die cut, a stitch die cut.
Mm-hmm.
And so that made it so that I had a little bit of border around my finished card, but it
Oh,
was still
wow.
really easy to stencil.
Oh wow, you even had that detail that you can even like us have a stitch border. That is awesome,
Yeah.
Amy. All right, so
Yeah.
guys, that's just a preview okay, of Amy's class. Okay, so don't forget to register. Again, the registration link is in the description of this video. Whether you are on Facebook or YouTube right now, head on over to there and click that link, and I'll see you in the class. Okay, so Amy, okay, so that of course, every we won't go through the Cricut Design Space today, but definitely during the class. So if you will have, like for me, Amy, I have, before I actually was able to use my Cricut, it took me maybe a year and a half. A new line or a new model was being released because I didn't know how to use, my
Mm.
Cricut, right? Other than the demo for the first project, I didn't know how to, do things. Okay, now you can even do stencils, right? So this, if you are this in this situation, so this class is perfect for you, right? So that now, especially it's the holiday season, right, Amy? There's so many things you can do with your Cricut, right? So
Right,
and it
absolutely.
makes things, more, what do you call this, less expensive for you, because you can use this to make tons and tons of cards, or even, whatever projects you want to have, what you want to do. Okay, so are we going to start crafting now? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. But before we do so, let's just go and check the chat. Okay. So again, it is Sammy Pie saying, okay, there you go. So, whoop, 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 whoop. What happened to my? Okay, hold on. See, it's a tech issue day. Okay, so to all viewers, the list of materials you might need to craft along with us are in the description of today's live stream as well. So Amy has been very kind enough to actually give us the list of what you need to do so that you can craft along with us. Whether you're right now watching, or if you cannot, or you're watching on replay, do so on replay. All right. So, and finally, I said we are live, and Debbie just dropped by a while back. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for dropping by. I do think you remember Debbie, Amy from
Mhm, I
Lida.
do. Yes,
Okay, she was also in
absolutely.
Lida. Yes. And of course, Jason, thank you so much, Anak, for dropping by and supporting us. Not just on Facebook, but he also went to YouTube. Thank you so much. That is super awesome. And Sammy said, I do love stencils. All right. So on that note, Amy and I are going to be crafting. Okay, I hope I can like do this as fast. This is what Amy was saying. That's why her stencils are actually nice. And if you know how to create your own stencils or DIY stencil, see, like this one, Altenyu is a very nice. They create, as Amy said, very nice stencils. But the thing is, it's kind of confusing because their stencils are in a square format, and most of our card bases are either A2, right? So
Yes.
4 and a quarter, what, 5.5? Okay, yeah, 4 and a quarter by 5.5, right? So, but what Amy has done for the class that we are going to be attending, and it's free, is she will actually show us that you can actually make your own so that it fits exactly the usual card base that you do. So this has so many stencils, so maybe that's gonna take me forever to create. So let's choose a less what do you call, intricate design. Okay, so maybe I will do
Yeah.
this. Okay, because
Well,
this
and
one,
so
it's a terrazzo tile, so there's like no rhyme or reason to that.
right. What I'm doing right now is I'm just using a little bit of washi tape to
Mm-hmm.
adhere this. Now, I would say if I was going to remake this, I might make this in a larger size just so that you don't have to tape it down like this. But yeah,
Okay, okay, I got it.
it makes it a little bit more challenging. So, and I'm going to do this a little bit differently this time. I'm going to go ahead and use blue, and I'm using the Catherine Pooler. In fact, I should probably do
I have a
this.
question with the
Mhm.
Catherine Pooler ink. I have several, but I've never really like delve into it much, but um
Mm-hmm.
are all the colors, do you see this one? My stamp wheel, the story behind why my stamp wheel has this image of a bird is that when I was, doing a live stream on this one for the stamp
Uh-huh.
wheel, I accidentally, grabbed my Catherine Puller black ink
Oh
and it
no.
stained it.
Oh no.
So my question is, are all Catherine Puller inks, do they all stain um, polymer stamps? I know it doesn't really affect the quality of the stamp, but does it actually affect the?
Um, I haven't really noticed it staining my stamps. I mean, red will always I mean, anything
Mm-mm,
in the kind of purple family, and sometimes I think that's why black does it as well.
mm-hmm.
Um, but those red colors, yeah, they tend to, I think, stain a little bit more. Um, but I'm pretty good about cleaning my stamps immediately. So that could be part of why I don't really notice any staining.
Okay, so we just make sure that anyway, the stain really doesn't really affect the quality anyway of your output. But then I was like, it's a new platform. It's like
Well, especially when you're doing videos and
I'm
it's
like
like you see it every single time.
exactly. It's like, what have I done? What did you do, Lala? I'm like, anyway. But
But
that's how we learn, right? That's how we learn. Let's just go with the flow. Okay, let
yeah.
me see. Hold
Yeah,
on.
now I'm actually using like smaller brushes just because
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
um
ask that. What kind of blending tool do you think is best for stencils? Do you go for like this, the traditional blending, or is it better if we use
you
the
know
brushes for stencils?
I like the brushes, but honestly, I've never been really good with the blending tools
Mm-hmm.
like that, and I would like to get better, but I don't know
Yeah, me
what
too. Because you know what,
my
I'm
problem
very
is.
heavy-handed. It's like
Yes.
so I can't do the feather light blending that like Jennifer Maguire or Tim Holtz does when they like blend stuff. It's like it's so easy for them to just light it. Oh, how did she do that? I cannot.
Right? Well, I mean, they have a lot of practice, so
Uh-huh.
I cut
Exactly.
myself a little bit of slack, definitely, and that's kind of part of the creativity playground vibe is, we don't compare ourselves to others. We are just focusing on our own creativity, our own enjoyment in creative play,
Awesome.
and
Great
not
reminder.
yeah, not worrying about what others are doing.
Yeah, and I like what you
Okay.
said that, probably have more practice than us, right? So don't stress
Yes.
yourself too much. In the
Right. Yeah.
end, our work
If this was my
has
full
to please us, right? We have to be the one
right.
that's happy with what we have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this was my full-time job, I'd be a lot better at it.
Ah, exactly, because we are gonna be doing it day in and day out. And then Amy,
Yeah.
um, like for the layering, okay. So
Mhm.
how do you put in? Of course, I am assuming that, of course, it's layering that you like use. Maybe they don't know. Do you use the same kind of ink, or do you use a different kind of ink on the
Yeah.
next layer? What's your
Well,
suggestion?
I'm still going to be using the
Hello.
the
Hello.
Catherine Pooler ink in all of the
Hello,
colors, but
hello, hello.
here's what I have thus
I wait,
far.
Amy, hold on. I think I lost you. Okay,
Oh
there you go.
no.
Okay, okay, okay.
Can you hear
Sorry,
me? Okay.
this keyboard has to go. I have accidentally okay pressing
Oh,
on it. Okay, again, again,
okay.
again. Sorry, can you repeat that one, please? Okay.
Yes. So this is the reveal. Once I pulled it off, I will
Mm-hmm.
still be using Catherine Pooler inks, but I used two inks. So a lighter around the outside, and then I went in with some shading around the actual tree itself. Now you'll notice that the stencil is dirty. So you've got a couple options. You could use a baby wipe. So let me grab one of those.
Mm-hmm.
This out of the way. Okay, so you could use a baby wipe to clean this off right now. But when they've got a lot of little spaces like that, that can take some time. So I just go and run them underwater. So I'll do that
Okay.
later. I'm not going to
Does it
worry
have to
about
be like warm water or just, regular, tap water will do?
Yeah, just regular tap water is fine. It
Okay.
doesn't really impact it. I mean, I guess I
Okay.
probably do warm water,
Okay.
but I don't know how necessary that is.
Okay. So there you go, guys. Some
Okay.
tips. And we have Janet in the house. Hi, Janet. Thank you so much. Oh, what happened to this one? It's over there at the bottom. Okay. So as I told you, today is really a lot of tech issues. There you go. So she's saying hi to me and Amy. Thank you so much, Janet. I know that at this time you're supposed to be going back or you're supposed to be going to sleep, but we really appreciate you stopping by and saying hi, Janet. Of course, Janet's gonna be also a guest of mine. I think in not if not next week, the week after. Okay, but pretty soon. Okay, Janet is not
Wonderful.
really a crafter, not like me and Amy, but okay, she is. She likes journaling also, so we'll be doing journaling. Okay, gratitude journaling with Janet. All right. So you see, Amy, I'm done with the background. Also, so both of us
Nice.
are done with our stenciled background. Okay, but mine, since it's not um for the perfect size for an A2, I still have to cut this down. Okay, so you see what Amy is doing? She is cleaning up her uh brushes. Okay, so you do need to, take care of your brushes by, cleaning them. Okay, so Amy, do you have like one brush per color family or one brush per ink?
Well, so for I moved to because those little brushes were not cutting it for me, so I moved to my larger brush. But honestly, this is the brush that I usually use with my Tim Holtz oxide inks. So
Uh-huh.
really, I should probably not be mixing the inks. I have one brush per color family. Um, for my oxide inks, and I really should have one brush for um,
Mm.
for my Catherine Pooler, but you know, it'll be fine. I
It'll
I
be
have
fine.
faith that it'll be fine. But this was actually a trick that I learned from Kathy Zilski.
Uh-huh.
So just taking a rolled up um, paper towel roll
Mm-hmm.
and rubbing off the excess ink before you move to a different color of ink. And so
Oh.
that was my lime Ricky. And now I'm going to come
Okay, I
in
have a
with,
question with that thing that you used to hold the. I am still on the fence of getting it, but does it really help?
well, yeah, I like it. Just, I only got one
Uh-huh.
and I like it because it is,
You don't need to hold the ink pad.
right, yeah, and because it's got little feet, like, on my glass mat here, it's not
Ah.
moving, and
Okay,
so
okay, okay.
that's
So
real. Oh,
it
whoop.
makes less things less susceptible to mistakes, and then you don't get ink on your hands or on your table or on your card bases. I see.
Right, right.
Okay, okay,
Remember
okay.
how we talked about being too heavy-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, I just went a little crazy down in this corner, but I have faith that I can like get this back to where I want it.
Okay,
Um,
same here. Let's see if I can like actually improve this a little better. Okay, so
yeah.
okay, I'll also ink the edges a little bit.
So and notice that in the center here, I'm leaving, oh, I probably should have cleaned that off a little bit. Um, I'm leaving a little bit kind of light in the center
Mm-hmm.
because that's a great way where you could stamp your sentiment.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be highlighted, right? It's better
Yep.
highlighted that way. Okay,
Yeah.
got it, got it.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm gonna try that technique. So I'm gonna add a little bit of a more ink onto the side so that the sentiment that eventually will go. See, this is so easy to make, right? So while you're watching a
right.
movie or watching a video, watching YouTube, binge watching,
Mhm.
videos of your favorite content creators, and maybe you can include Amy and I in that one, right? So you can just like
Right.
blend away, and by the time you know
Yep.
it, oh, you're done.
Okay. So again, we're getting it's a little off, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, see, that's it. That's how
Um,
you should have like mindset. It's gonna be okay. Oh, I remember. Do you remember Suzanne, right? So we were
mhm.
in creator camp, and then I hitched a ride with her, and Marcus going to Boston City, and then every time it gets stuck in traffic or something like that, it's gonna be okay. So
Well,
now
it's
Marcos would say
true.
every time we do something, oh, it's gonna be okay. So it's became like mantra for us during the camp.
Right. Well, and that's just, I mean, kind of life in general, we can get all worked up and upset about things, but in the long run, everything works out. So we tend to make ourselves far more anxious than we need to. Um,
Exactly.
yeah.
All right. So now just thinking of what sentiment I can pull off. Okay, with this one, I actually want to. Okay, where is that? There you go. So, gosh, the times are, it's like it was only July and now it's already December,
No.
right? So many things
Well,
happening.
in a card like this, some people may think, oh, well, I've already sent my Christmas cards if you celebrate Christmas. But even if you don't celebrate Christmas, this
Mm-hmm.
type of design is great because, like, I'm using these as thank you cards.
Oh,
Um,
right.
right? So, and
Mm-hmm.
then, yeah, this one even, do you watch Craft Roulette?
Actually, I learned about craft roulette from you. Okay,
Yeah.
so there are actually, I think, two of us in the community. I'm just so afraid to like join, but I should overcome that, right? Okay, and probably in
Yes.
2024, join. I actually watch, but
Right?
I don't join. I haven't like submitted anything yet.
Oh, well, this is the card that I am submitting for this week. So it is
And I know that you
um
have been a guest there as well, right? In
no,
Oh
no,
no, not
no,
yet. Okay, I thought you
not yet.
already guessed it. Okay,
Yeah.
hopefully
No,
soon.
yeah. So the great thing about that show is again, it's, talking about creativity and
Yes.
how you utilize your creativity
Because you don't
It's
really know what's gonna come out, right? So, oh, okay. And sometimes it's not your like comfort zone, right? So maybe you
mm-hmm.
don't really like doing that kind, using that kind of um item or that kind of technique, but you get over it, right?
Yes, yes. Okay, so here's my card,
Oh no,
right?
Amy's done.
Well, just the card front. I haven't stamped it, but basically this card for the craft roulette,
Okay, there you go.
it's oh okay. So it's oh good, thank you. It's colors. Oh, it's a thank you card. So
Oh,
that
so you're
makes
supposed
sense.
to think, okay, create a thank you card.
Yep, thank you card. The colors are a winter market. So I'm doing like a Christmas tree stand.
Okay, so when you say
Then we
winter
have,
market, it means like the colors of Christmas.
yeah, like just that
Okay.
you would see at some kind of winter market. So
Okay,
honestly, it
okay.
could be anything, right? Like
Okay,
it could
okay,
be a
okay.
winter craft fair. It could
Yes,
be
yes,
all
got it,
colors.
got it.
But I'm focusing on like colors you'd see if you went to a tree farm, like a
Mm-mm.
tree stand. Um, and so then in the yard and confetti. So what I'm going to do for the in the yard portion is I am going to make a
Oh,
little snowbank and say this is the tree standing outside of my yard, and
oh
then I'm gonna put
yes.
some
So you're gonna put the bank down in the like bottom part of it.
uh-huh, yep, yep. So I'll just put a little snowbank down there. So I've got some um die cuts that I can do for the snowbank. And then the only other thing I have to add is confetti. And I think I have some snowflake like confetti around here somewhere. So that's what I'll look for next.
Oh, that is gonna be fun. Like, how do you put like, uh, what do you call that? How do you put the snow feels onto the card? Okay, with the confetti. Okay, so
Right.
normally it's like we recently had our we call it paper stock festival, and one
Hmm.
of the collaborators, KM Hart, made like showed us how to. She used a kind of a marker to create the snow fields. Okay, but this time, this one you need to like use confetti,
Right.
right? So,
Yes.
oh my, how do you do that? Okay, so
Yeah.
let's get
Yeah.
inspired about how Amy is gonna do this, guys, because I have no
When
idea.
I was kind of thinking as well, like, um, I could even do a shaker like on top of this area,
Oh
um,
yeah.
or even do one of those shakers where you just cover the front of the card and then with like packaging and then put your shaker mix in there, and
Okay,
that would
okay.
be the confetti.
So, but
But I
what kind
thought,
of color confetti theme are you? Do you feel like you
well,
gonna put there?
I
Oh,
thought these
oh, those are
were,
so
yeah,
nice.
I thought they were snowflakes, but they're not. They're flowers.
Oh, but they
But
do look like snowflakes from afar.
we could, right? We could pretend they're,
Yeah,
they're
we can
snow.
wing it.
I just feel like somewhere I could have sworn I have some snowflakes. So I might not finish this right now. I might wait to see if I can find my snowflakes, because that will that will be better, I think. Okay, so let's see yours. Where are you at in the
Okay, so
process?
let's see mine. Okay, so mine is this one. Okay, so I actually like put maybe three layers. Okay, and then the top would be like golden. Just so you
Oh,
know, I can. This is a we wish you a Merry Christmas, right?
that is
So because I'm from the
beautiful.
Philippines, we don't really have snow, but most of us have like this kind of tile. So that's the feel that I'm going for it. Okay, for this card anyway, and just to so that it's not too white over there and it matches with the gold, I'm just gonna have like a mat it on a gold paper a little bit over there, maybe an eighth of an inch, and just a little bit of probably bling, and that's gonna be
Uh,
it.
That's gorgeous. Can you zoom in? What's the background? What did you?
Oh, this is just this one.
No,
Oh, this
the stenciled background.
yes, this is the terraza. Okay, stencil from Altenew. So it kind of, do
Oh,
you know that kind of in the 70s? The kind of tiles
oh,
that used to be like in all of the homes, right?
yes,
That kind of feel, right? So this kind of pattern is actually very prevalent in a lot of like Filipino homes. This kind of tiling design. So there you go. It's just that I wanted to have like the red for the Christmas feels, and then of course gold and bling. I like blings. I like
yeah,
seeing things that are shiny, shimmery during the the holidays, right? So this is too
yes,
small. Okay, so
absolutely.
where is my longer paper trimmer? See, that's the thing here in the show, Amy. Everything seems to be. I'm the only one here. I keep losing stuff. I can't find my little bigger paper trimmer, so I'll just like wing it. Okay, so that's the everything is, as Amy said, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. There you go. Maybe I should have made this like maybe brown or something, but then again, I want it to be Christmas feel. See, so that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
There's no right or wrong. Just go with what you think you want to do.
Right. Well, and here's another like tip for
Mm-hmm.
your gold paper there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay, that's great.
one of the things that I do is when I'm doing a border like
Uh huh.
that and you've got all that in the center area in the center that's going to be covered up,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's where I actually cut out my thank you out of the middle of my glitter cardstock so that I could stretch that even further.
Oh
So,
yeah, what do you call that? There's just the thing that Jennifer McGuire calls that term. I forgot. Okay, but
oh,
yeah, that's right, right? So that because at the back, see, this is what Amy was saying. You see that a lot of the things at the back are just gonna be covered up, right? And those are very nice paper, right? So what Amy is saying is before you actually do that, you can actually cut that same thing, this one, okay,
uh-huh.
the middle part of that, and then because this one's not going to be seen anyway, right? So
Right.
you make use of your paper more, right? So that's an amazing tip, guys, so don't forget that. Okay, I should have thought of that because I actually realized now when I was doing that, it's too bland, so I wanted to add last minute. I added a gold border, so if I have thought this earlier, then I could have done that. And that is a great tip. Thank you so much, Amy, for
Mhm.
that amazing tip. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Yes.
another thing that I like to do with dyes like that,
Mm-hmm.
and was that an actual dye, your
Yes,
Merry
yes, it's a
Christmas
die.
or
I just forgot what it is because um I think I left it in the office in my craft
okay.
club. So I just brought the die cut image. I mean the sentiment. So but it
Mhm.
is actually a die cut. Okay, so there. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm pressing so many
'Cause
buttons. Okay, so Amy, again, invite them over while I'll try to stick this thing at the final one so I can be finished.
okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm getting out my stitched border because I am going to cut that out like I did with my other one with my stitched border die. But
Mm-hmm.
then I will decide if I'm going to do the shaker bits or if I can
Oh.
find my snowflakes, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and add the snowflakes as my confetti.
Oh,
But then,
nice.
yeah, then my next step though is, am I going to stamp my thank you in the tree,
Mm-hmm.
or am I going to,
On top of the shaker.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
add the die cut on top of the shaker like I did on my original card. So
Okay,
there are
there you
many
go.
things to consider here.
There's so many possibilities. Okay, let's try
Right.
and go back to the chat while I finish this up. And Sammy is saying hi to good morning. Actually, good evening, Sammy. To okay, animal communication to Janet. Okay, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you so much for the reminder, guys. Okay, like on this live stream, everyone, and also Kat. Hi, good morning, Kat, and of course, good morning, Miss Mary. Mega love shout out. Thank you for the like and the share. And Miss K of K Craftivity. Ayan, K is gonna be my guest tomorrow, guys, and we're gonna be doing cast. But instead of clean and simple, she said, Miss Lala, Mommy Lala, I want cute and simple. All right, so we're gonna be
Oh.
doing cute and simple cards tomorrow, guys. So thanks for dropping by, Kate. Okay, hey Mommy Lala, and hey everyone from Rich Vibes. Okay, so again, while we are waiting, okay, so let's just talk to Amy a bit. I'm just really just putting the last minute touches onto this one. Okay, so after your class tomorrow, on the when is it again, Amy? The date?
So
Just
it's my class. The Cricut Card Summit
yes.
runs from the 5th to the 7th
Okay,
in the
so that's the
US. So
sixth for us. Okay,
right. So for me, it's Tuesday,
tomorrow.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Is it tomorrow?
Uh,
Correct?
no,
Not yet.
no, it would be because for you it would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Ah, okay,
right?
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So we still have a
So
lot of chance, guys. The registration link is in the description of this video. Okay, so
yes, yeah.
don't
And
forget.
it's just easy. It's amyulen.com/go/CCS for Cricut Card Summit.
Okay.
Um, but here's the great thing
Oh,
on
oh, oh, what's that
the
great thing? Okay.
on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific. So I don't know what time that would be for
That's
you.
11 p.m.
Oh,
Same
I was
link.
going to say, I'm guessing
Yes.
it's very late.
Yes. It's okay. Normally, I'm still live at that time, right? So it's
Oh,
okay.
well, I'm getting up before I go to work and I'm doing a live Q&A on that Tuesday morning before I go to work. So,
Okay. On which channel? On the same event?
um,
Or
yeah, so
okay.
it's already on the website, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But if you register for the class, you'll get the link to
Mm.
the
The full
YouTube
schedule,
channel,
like yes.
and then you can join the Facebook group as well.
All right. So they'll give you the link as well to the Facebook group. So where everything is going to be given, right? So the
Yeah,
links and the schedule. So guys,
yeah.
don't forget to join Amy, and of course I'm going to be there, right? So
Yay.
hopefully that you guys can join us. Okay, so last, let's show them finally our finished project, Amy. Okay, actually
Yay.
Amy's not yet done because that's just the card base for her. But for me this is it pancit.
That is so
Yes,
fabulous. I
that
love
is
your
it for
card.
me. Okay, so maybe we can do this so we can just do like that, Amy, right? So as we,
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so there you go. Okay, so last before we leave. Okay, so don't forget, Amy is actually Creativity Playground. Okay, the Creativity Playground on Instagram and on Facebook. She has a group. Okay, that you can actually join as well because coming 2024, there's so many things that we need to wait for: videos, live streams, what have you. All right. So and of course YouTube. Okay, and finally, don't forget to join her class this week for us Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And there's so many things happening. So just join that go to that link in the description, okay? So with that, Amy, thank you so much and hope that we can have you back again for another crafting episode here at Mommy Guide Inc. All right. So with that, thank you so much for
Thank
joining me
you.
and Amy, and see you again tomorrow for another Vlogmas episode here at Mommy Guide Inc. Bye, Amy. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye. Oop, not that one. This one. All right, and of course, guys, I would like to invite you over to Craft Getaway. That's not 2023, 2024. Registration is now open at mommyguideinc.com/shop. Go to events and go to this Craft Getaway. We have early bird rates going on until the 25th. And of course, there's a free pass that you can actually join. See you again tomorrow. And hi, Don. Thank you so much to everyone who just dropped by right now. Bye. God bless.